Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's episode, I'm going to share with you my massive haul this past week. So let's get started. All right, so you can't quite see everything that I'm about to share with you, but I've got a pretty good mix of some magazines, some comic books, video games, got some action figures, and all this stuff is items that I purchased recently and picked up or received in the mail either from eBay, Facebook Marketplace, um, and then there's a few things. I went to a toy and collectible show this past weekend, so there's a couple items that I picked up there as well. So let me start. Let's say a video game. So this I picked up. This is Metroid, and this is one of my favorite games for the Nintendo. I used to play this hundreds of times when I was younger. When this Nintendo first came out, it was Mario, Metroid, Master Blaster, um, even Tetris. Played those hundreds, if not thousands, of times. So I got this at the toy and collectible show here in Columbus, Ohio. It was down at the Ohio State Fairgrounds at the Expo Center. It was the first time I'd been to that convention, and it was much larger than I expected, and they had a lot more than I was expecting to see. A lot of a lot of action figures, a lot of different toys, a lot of video games, some comic books, bunch of good stuff. So it's pretty cool. I was glad I finally checked that out. So Metroid for Nintendo. Another thing I got down at that convention was also I got this for $10. So I've been looking for that for quite a while. Next up was Beast, the Uncanny X-Men action figure. And I got that for 15. I kind of, like, hey, would you do 15? And sure enough, the guy did 15. And I've been looking for these on Facebook Marketplace and even eBay, and they're going for, or they're asking for, 30 plus dollars for those. So I was pretty excited to finally get this and get it for a pretty good deal. Of course, I had to pay for parking and admission, so I'm sure it all averaged out to about that same price. Um, Here's another video game that I got off of eBay, and since this week is kind of like an X-Men theme kind of week for me, I'm a huge X-Men fan, but Disney's X-Men series 97 animated series finally out now. If you watched it, let me know what you thought. But here is a X-Men game for Game Gear, which I currently do not own a Game Gear. So this is just more for display than anything right now. But maybe eventually, after I play my hundreds of games that I haven't played yet and get caught up on all those, I might invest in a Game Gear. So uh, next up, we'll do this. I got a bunch of stuff off of Whatnot that was mailed to me recently. Bunch of comic books here. It's a pretty good mix of a lot of different things here. But I'll just go through these kind of quickly. But all these books I got off of Whatnot, a bunch of different sellers. These all came in this week. But A Space Odyssey, 2001, A Space Odyssey, issue number one, premiere issue. And if some of these books aren't anything spectacular, but it's kind of cool to get some, you know, Bronze Age or Copper Age or Silver Age number ones or something that just has a cool cover. This I had way back in the day when it first came out. There's probably like a million of these out there. Death Mate number one, but I got this for like $1. And it's got Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri cover, so always excited about those. This is the black cover, by the way. Excuse Excuse me. Next up is John Carter, Warlord of Mars, issue number 1. It's a 30-cent cover. This is action-packed first issue. Savage Fury from the creator of Tarzan. Next up, we have World's Finest Comics, number 224, 100 pages. Some of the books that I won, they came in kind of like a lot, like a pack of 3 or something. So some of these I don't know exactly what I was getting. This one's kind of cool. This is Monsters on the Prowl, number 21. A Martian stalks the city. Next up is a Silver Age 12-cent cover Flash, number 161. I don't have too many Silver Age Flash comics, so I was kind of excited to get that. Then we have Punisher War Journal. This is another cover by Jim Lee, so I thought that was kind of cool. It has Punisher and Wolverine on it. Then this is the first Jim Lee Punisher War Journal featuring Wolverine. This is number 6. So that's awesome. And then here's some kind of Golden Age books. This is a 10-cent cover. This Tales of Chills and Suspense, Chamber of Chills. Thought that was a pretty neat cover. Then we have a Silver Age Superman, number 151. This is says featuring the super creature from Krypton. Looks like a pretty scary dragon there, but nothing Superman can't handle. First issue of an unlimited series, Punisher, number 1. You get these pretty cheap now. Back in the day, they were going for like $40 or so. Spider-Man number 1, Todd McFarlane cover. Torment. There's another Spider-Man book, Spider-Man 2099, number 1. And last but not least on the comics, Supreme number 1. These you get probably for about $1.95 still. Still thought it was kind of cool. I remember having this when it first came out by Rob Liefeld. Excuse me. Man, there's something in my throat today. All right, so there's that with the comics. Then I got some magazines here. Also from Whatnot. This is Famous Monsters. This is number 44. Still in the bag. Thought that was kind of neat. Always fun to look at some of the advertisements on this. I'm not sure what the year is. I don't know if it says a year. It's a 50-cent magazine, so it's got to be kind of old. I'm not sure. I do not see any information for that. And then here is Fantastic Films. This is not quite sure of the issue number, if there is one. But this was from June of 1978, and this magazine was $2. This features Superman. I actually got 2 editions of this, so it's pretty neat. And then off of eBay, I found these. This is this cover I thought was pretty cool. This is I think the cover C edition of Batman First Night, but I just love that retro, cover look. It's awesome. I'm gonna order book 2 and 3 kind of in that same style. So pretty excited to see what those are. But this is like a R-rated or mature Batman, and it's the size of a magazine. It's not like your standard comic book size. So that was pretty awesome. So picked up a few of those from eBay. And then the last things that I got um, was the starting lineup backboard, and I don't know if you've seen this or not, but these are going for like $8 at Ollie's. So check out your local Ollie's if you want to get one of these. But I intend to not just use a starting lineup action figure, but some of my Marvel Legends, maybe even some McFarlane figures or GI Joes, showing them playing some basketball or something. So I thought that'd be kind of cool. And of course, I got an actual starting lineup figure, LeBron James. I prefer to get Michael Jordan, but that's going to cost me well over $100. So um, we'll see what I can do with this. So, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. Uh, like always, if you haven't already, first, hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. That way you get notified when I'm putting out new stuff. Hit the like button if you like my content. If you don't like my content, don't hit the like button. And leave comments. Let me know what you think about this collection I just recently picked up. Let me know if you found anything out this week, or just tell me a story. I'm happy to read them, and I'm happy to reply. So um, yeah. So once again, thanks for checking this out. Let me know what you think of all this fun stuff, and then next time I'll see what we got.